What will they think of next? Kahoot is played a number of ways in our district. Some use it as an introduction, others as a review. Unfortunately, some people have devised some ways to hack into Kahoot. Here's an example. In this particular one, the person would load this website and they'd enter in the game pin and then enter in the nickname they'd like to add. And then it will show up on the game screen. Now that doesn't seem like a huge deal because it just looks like any other time when you play Kahoot. However, this actually walks through the game. When the game starts, it starts right on this screen too. So you can actually have people outside of your class playing, but not really even seeing the questions. So for example, students can text the pin out to their friends and other places throughout the building. They join and just randomly click. Where I see that as a disadvantage for staff is if you're using the information to reteach, it makes it difficult to find out where the problems lie because you have people outside of your class actually participating. Now this isn't a lone kind of hack that's out there. If you Google it, you'll see all kinds of different people are creating these kinds of sites. There are even videos telling you how it works and running them. And one that I found that was particularly frustrating, and there are a number of them like this, what you do on this particular site is the person would enter the pin and the name of the game. And then they could log in on here. On this particular part, that what they can do is put in the number of bots that they want. So those are players. So for example, if I put in 30 and I wanted that to start with Panther, I can say send bots. And when I go back over to my game, all of a sudden I have these extra players in here. Somebody can send 100, or I've even seen 1,000. And so although not totally destructive, you can back out of the game and restart it again. It is frustrating to say the least. The reason for this video is purely informational. We want you to realize that if this happens in your class, that there's kind of a hack going on and you're aware of it so you can address the situation. Personally, I think most students enjoy playing Kahoot, so saying, oh, that was funny and try again might be enough to keep the game going. However, if you go back into the game options, there are a couple of things you can do. First of all, display the game pin throughout. I usually have that on in case somebody comes in a little bit later that they can join, but maybe you want to turn that off as you're going through here. There's also the case where it says here, enable two-step join, and it says it adds an extra step when joining a Kahoot to help secure the game to only the players in the room. By turning that on, it makes it a little more of a challenge to get in. Not only do the students have to enter the PIN number, but after they enter the PIN and their first name, then they'll be given this pattern and they have to tap the keys in this particular order. If you notice, this pattern changes every 7 seconds. So that makes it a little more difficult for someone to try to text this to someone outside of the room. Let's not let 1 or 2 students ruin it for the rest.